Hello everybody, and welcome to the Video Game Chronicles. Today is a special video response to Joshua Beach, and I hope I'm pronouncing that last name right, Josh. And his username is Zeldachief128, and I hope I'm pronouncing the username right, Josh. I'm not sure. And this is a video response to his Famicom video that he did a year and almost a half ago. And unfortunately, he didn't get a video response, or he didn't get the help he deserved. But thankfully, I'm here to answer all of his questions. And hopefully, you'll enjoy the video, Josh, for sure. Because I'm here to answer all of your questions. And hopefully, I help you out in this video, okay? So, let's get right to it. And by the way, Josh, I forgot to mention that I'm going to be using video clips of you, so I hope you don't get mad, alright? That way, I can answer your question as well, because there are certain things you asked, and I need these video clips to answer these questions, okay? So, I hope that's alright with you, okay? Now let's get to it.
Now, the one thing that really got me excited about this whole situation, which you may have seen a couple pictures surface, whether it be on my Facebook page right here, or my MySpace page, I had a picture of a system that looks like this. Now, I found this at a Value Village here in Washington. I was not sure of what this system was. It's about the size of an NES Advantage controller, and it's got the two controller ports on the front, the universal controller ports that we see. These controller ports were popular on the Atari. They were popular on the ColecoVision, Sega Genesis, the Panasonic 3DO. So it's a universal controller port. What led me to believe that this system had been made in the 80s, number one, was the RF modulator right there. Obviously, the little cable gray box that you would plug into the system that came with the NES, I mean, it's right there. The next thing that indicated to me that it was made in the 80s was the actual audio-video port on here. The audio-video, as we all know on modern consoles, are yellow and white. But here we have a yellow and red, which is the same color as on the NES. So it took me a very long time to figure out exactly what this console was, and it wasn't until I got the Famicom to confirm that this console is indeed an American NTSC format version of the Famicom. I took the exact same connections that went into that Famicom and plugged it into the system, and it worked beautifully. My unknown system turned out to be a Famicom, so that very much excited me. I don't know how rare those consoles are. You know, if you have any idea, I mean, let me know. Post it in the comments, you know, shoot me a video or anything like that. Just let me know. I'm very curious to find out.
Here it is, Josh, the mystery console that you have. And guess what? It is a Famiclone. The Famiclone that you have is called Extreme Box. And the company that made that actually copied the design off of the, get this, the original Xbox. And of course you know that the original Xbox was made in the 2000s. And now you know that the Famiclone that you got was not made in the 80s. It was made in the 2000s. So now you know that it's a Famiclone, Josh, and now you know what it's called. By the way, I do want to tell you that even though a company that makes a Famiclone has to copy the same colored connectors that are on the NES, it does not mean that it was made back in the 80s. Now, I really want to tell you something that really upsets me, Josh, and I think I'm going to do a rant about this in the near future. I hate the fact that companies that make Famiclones have to copy the same colored connections that are on the NES. It is much more confusing to people nowadays. And take, for example, Extreme Box, which has the same colored connectors as the NES. I don't know why the company that made that Extreme Box had to do that. It's confusing nowadays. Red is no longer used for mono sound. It is now white. And white should have been used for that console. But unfortunately, the company that made that had to do a stupid thing to color it red. It is much more confusing now. By the way, I gotta give you a helpful hint, Josh. Connect the audio portion of this to the white color connector of your TV, since you probably use a stereo TV. What that does is it puts mono sound to both speakers. So that way you get mono sound on both speakers and it sounds right. Because if you connect red with red, you're only going to get mono sound on the right stereo channel of your TV, and it's not going to sound right. So connect this in terms of the audio portion to the white stereo channel of your TV. That way you'll get mono sound on both speakers. Okay? That's a helpful hint to you, Josh. And hopefully you'll connect your NES that way. Okay? Moving on.
I mean, honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, if I try to, plug this into my TV, it's not going to work. It runs on the PAL format, 50 hertz.
Now, the NTSC version of the Famicom is, Josh, it is the Famicom. You had it all along, Josh, and I don't know why you were thinking the video format was PAL. I don't know. Unless you got the Famicom from China or Singapore or Vietnam, the Famicom that you got is NTSC, because if you got it from Japan, the video format for the Famicom for Japan is NTSC. Now, I will say that the Famicom you got is NTSC, but it is not the NTSC version of the Famicom, Josh. And it will play, your Famicom will play Famicom games, but the sound might not be in great quality. And some games it might not be able to play. So you might as well check some of the games to see if they work with that Famicom, okay? But you can still use it if you want to. But it is not the NTSC version of the Famicom. It is this. This is the NTSC version of the Famicom. And it has no problems with sound. And it will play all of your Famicom games on your American television. Now, hooking up the Famicom is pretty easy, Josh. First off, you'll need the Famicom AC adapter. And you probably got one with your Famicom. You got to use this. It will not fry the Famicom if you use it here. Trust me. But I do want to remind you, do not use the NES AC adapter. That will fry the Famicom. Okay? You got to use the Famicom AC adapter, okay? Now, since your Famicom is RF, and there's AV Famicoms out there that you can buy on eBay, the AV Famicoms have better video quality, and you can usually use a Super Nintendo AV cable for those. However, your Famicom, just like mine, takes RF. Now, you can get an NES RF box, and you probably have one. I highly recommend this. But if you don't have this, you can use a RCA cable or a composite cable like this. You'll also need to get this. This is a RCA to RF adapter. you plug it in like so. This part goes to your TV. Well, the other side of this goes to the RF switch on your Famicom, or RF connector on your Famicom. Just like with the NES RF switch, this part goes to the RF connector on your Famicom, like so. Finally, one last thing. There is a channel 1 and channel 2, Josh. And with all of you watching here. Channel 1 is channel 95 here. Channel 2 is channel 96. Set it wherever you like it, okay? Whatever channel you like is fine. If you like channel 95, set your Famicom to channel 1. If you like channel 96 on your TV, set your Famicom to channel 2. And that's pretty much it. So, I hope that helps you, Josh. And for people that are watching that are going to get Famicoms, I hope I helped you out as well. Okay? Well, I hope I helped you out, Josh. Now you know that the Famicom is NTSC, and now you know that you can play it on your American TV. So I hope you enjoy your Famicom and enjoy the great games for it. You also know that the mystery console is a Famiclone, and you also know that it's called Extreme Box, and you'll also know that it's not the NTSC version of the Famicom. By the way, there's this great website that you can check out. I'm going to post it in the description box. It's called Ultimate Console Database, where it has tons of information of all the consoles that have been released so far, including the Famiclones, even though it does not have every single information about the Famiclones. Well, that has been my video response to you, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's too bad that you didn't get a video response earlier. It's unfortunate, because if more people would have saw your Famicom video, you probably would have gotten a video response, because there are YouTube videos out there about the Famicom and about hooking it up and stuff, and so on and so forth. Well, this is your first video response to that video, though, and it might be the last, but that's alright. At least you now know about some of the things I already told you in this video. So, if you want to subscribe to this channel, go right ahead, because I have great videos coming for this channel, and I hope you enjoy the channel. Okay? Peace out to you, Josh, and for the rest of you, game on.